Welcome to Treacherous Path. This is your host. Figure it out. This morning we're going to talk about a few things that are near and dear to my heart. One of them is biblical cosmology. I can't even pronounce it. Look, biblical cosmology. I'd like to remind everybody at this point that I'm not a smart man, but I am a capable man. I'm going to go into my belief a little bit because mine is different than everybody else's, as everybody develops their own relationship with Jesus Christ as they progress in the Christian faith. Mine has gone a little bit different or sideways because of the kind of person that I am and the way that I was raised. I've come to the conclusion that God is an alien. I'm 100% sure of that. Because He created us and He comes from somewhere else and it ain't here. I believe that He comes from another dimension. I believe that He can flip in and out of here and He's here right now. I believe all of them are. I believe they can see us and we can't see them. I believe that we are here being trained and being guided in a school, if you will, to learn right from wrong. Real right from wrong. The only way you can learn that is through fire. So, heaven is a planet in another dimension. And when you die, you might go there, but I doubt it. They say that you have to forget your past to move forward. How would you do anything if you were able to forget what made you? Living with the past is all I know how to do. Forgetting me is not even an option. It's just who I am. What kind of integrity would I have if I tried to forget everything that made me who I am? So, embrace your past, even if it was horrible like mine, because it made you who you are. And that brings me to Arnold Schwarzenegger. How do you pronounce his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want to get that right. Today he came out and said that a bunch of patriotic stuff and a bunch of good things against the immigrants in LA. And although I agree with everything he said, I remember when COVID hit. I remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Fuck your rights." I remember that, Arnie. So, I'm not so sure. I forgive him, but I ain't going to forget. Alright, for those of you that do not or are not aware, I wrote a book for my daughter, and it explains how to live life, and if I die, and then I didn't die, and I still ain't dead, and it looks like I'm going to keep going for a while. But I wrote a book for her, explaining how to live life, and then I didn't die, so I'm reading that to you now. Page by page. To help you be a better father, if you want to be. Men is the subject today. He's the one, Daddy. You'll have to forgive me, I'm going to look down and read. No man is ever going to love you more than me. If you are lucky, then you might find one that comes close. Most men only think about sex. I was one of those men. I did not care about anything but sex and drugs for many years. None of my girlfriends worked out because I only wanted sex. I wouldn't take them out on dates unless I had to, and I would try to mate with them constantly. I really don't know the difference between reread it, and would try to mate with them constantly. I really didn't know the difference between right and wrong for most of my life. No one taught me. In fact, I was taught wrong. Sex is a small part of a relationship. I always thought that it was a larger part, but I was wrong. Pick a guy that likes sex, but that isn't the most important thing in his life. You'll know because it's only about sex, and then that's all he will want to do. Remember that if you get pregnant, then the state of Florida gets all up in your shit. You think you want, hang on, you think I wanted to still know your mother? I'm sorry. You think that I wanted to still know your mother? Then you're wrong. It's only through my love for you that I tolerate her. She's a real piece of shit and you know it. Just saying. Wow. This is truth, people. This is truth. I paid child support for 15 years. That money was going into the back pocket of her boyfriend. I didn't find that out until I got custody of my daughter at 15. Life's hard. It's not fair. Get over it. Move on. Focus. Now we're going to talk about Iran. Trump's going hard on Iran. Says that they can't have any nukes. Well, I hope you know they're doing all of this in your name. I'm not disagreeing with it, but I'm making sure that you are aware that this is being done in your name. Will they come out afterwards? After they bomb Iran and they take it all out and they do what they're intended to do, will they come out to us, the people that are in charge, and tell us the truth of why we went in a manner that we would understand it? I doubt it. There ain't no damn way. Think about it. Iraq, WMDs, JFK, Epstein, Biden, Vietnam. We can keep going. I don't know if war's always the answer. I don't know the true details of what's going on with Iran and if they're really doing what they say they're doing. Because I don't have the damn truth. They won't tell us. Hopefully we'll find out later. But it's all being done in your name. So be aware of that. Today's red letters, St. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. It is written, man shall not eat by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. That speaks for itself. It's very true. When I look back on my life, I can see the test that He laid out for me. My life is still completing as I speak. I should be dead right now, and that's the truth, people. I should be dead right now. But I'm not. I'm here for my daughter. I'm 100% sure of that. And I got on God's plan, and I got on His life, and I saved myself. You have a purpose here. If you're not serving your purpose, He'll find a way to take you out. That's just the way it works. Look at how people die. I should have died many times. He spared me for a reason. It may be the one that's happening right now. Alright, today's hint is my dad was a LRP in Vietnam. Look that one up. It's the original Scouts. He went deep into enemy territory to find the enemy, report positions back to base, and get the war won, even though we didn't. Why is this a hint for me, you might ask? Well, it just leads to credibility. You silly Billy. No one in my family lives very long, and I'm 50. Find your treacherous path and start stomping through it. There will always be a way to figure it out.